What's up, Zed? I just wanted to connect with you real quick to see what you had going on. What you got going on, bro?
What it do, DJ J Woods?
Man, what's popping?
Everything.
I see you putting in work, like, and you know, I'm privileged to hear like what you got going on in the studio right now. So, like, what do you feel like is putting you in that zone right now? Cause this shit coming out crazy.
Shit, right now, I think I'm in that zone because I've been working lately with a couple new producers. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple, like the 91B Cartel. They've been smashing, and Bug Nads and him and Snap been over there coming with that sound. I got Cloud, that's my other engineer, producer I've been working with, and just, you know what I'm saying, got a couple outside folks that's ready to push, and I'm ready to get it, you know, so they've just been giving me that motivation to just get back at it and keep going grinding hard.
So, do people around you motivate you, like different production and different sounds? Do like people? Because I know you got the sound, like so. The artist is always the big part of the record, but like when you get certain beats and stuff, does that motivate you?
Yeah, the different producers, different sounds, different. It all gives different motivation because this engineer, he may set the whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? He may come with a whole vibe, have come in, have the whole theme of the song, have the lights dim for you, have you know what I'm saying? Tell you what he was thinking, what he was feeling, and some producers just give you the beating. So it's always a different feel, a different vibe when you're working with different people.
Everybody already know you established in this game and you done already made a name for yourself. Like when I get into certain groups, like on Clubhouse and on Facebook, Instagram, they always mention your name. Like, so what can you tell a younger artist that's just now getting started about like picking certain beats and picking certain engineers? Do you feel like it make and break the record sometimes?
I think it does. I think most all the time. I think, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about picking them beats and coming with that right flow on the beat also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
have you ever thought about managing like some of these younger artists, and what does that look like for you? Like what does that look like?
It look real like my near future. It look like real close. So I've been thinking about managing artists though. I got a little I started with a group, CEO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started with a group, so of course, you know, that'll be the label, and we'll start. And Mr. Munn and Bird, Extra Graham, they'll help me find some artists, you know what I'm saying?
So you already got like a little team to help you?
Yeah, I got a little team. I had a little team coming up before I got with the CMG, before I started with the CMG. You know what I'm saying? The team, that's how Yo found me and my boy, we were going hard.
Okay, so I wasn't going to bring up the CMG just for interview purposes, but like, can you say like what does the CMG like stamp? What did that do for you? And where do you think that would help you like in the future, like when you do decide to find these artists?
I think CMG it was almost like graduating from Spielman, from Harvard. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot. I soaked up a lot of game, and it put me in a position to be able to help. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm willing to. The people that I'm ready to work with, I'm willing to get them the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, and give them the knowledge that I got from the game.
Because CMG, it wasn't a major machine when you first got involved in it. And it turned into a situation where they became a major machine where they stand up to the QCs, which wasn't around back then.
Exactly.
And they stand up to a lot of these other like major labels in the South. So where do you see like as far as like your label like going like based off of like your experience, like do you feel like you could be a major machine like if you start managing artists and helping artists?
Exactly. That's why I say I feel like I graduated from Harvard. I done soaked up. I done been around. I done got enough game to exactly. I feel that's exactly well. That's my intention.
Okay, so let me ask you something because we're in 2021 right now. 2020 went crazy because all the COVID shit, all the crazy shit. So it feel like we didn't even go through 2020 really, and 2020 was crazy. So listening to Zed Zilla in 2021 opposed to maybe when you first came out around 2005, like what's the difference in your artistry now?
Like I said, I've been around people who got careers in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I learned the work ethic in the business and the time to what I need to do and where I need to be and where I need to get my ass up and go here and be there and just be long as I'm in a place, you know what I'm saying? Anything possible.
Right. See, a lot of artists, I feel like, they don't even go to the place or, like, they'll see an opportunity and don't go for it because they be scared or something.
Yeah, nah, see, I learned that, too. Like, I learned that from Snootie. Shout out Snootie Wild. When he came up in the group, You know what I'm saying? How he was so outgoing and he was stepping on toes. Whatever he had to do, you gonna know Snootie before you leave this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When on the other hand, I'd rather sit back and wait on somebody to introduce me and he come through the door. Hey, oh, you know what I'm saying? Who was that? That's Snootie. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you got an opportunity, you got to learn to take it.
Yeah, then you got to think, like, somebody like Snootie, since you brought him up, he took that energy and took it to the Billboard.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people didn't know Snootie had 3 Billboard charting tracks to the point that Diddy reached out and told Snootie that he was going to be the next superstar. So I could kind of attest to, like, even being in the industry myself, that, and the people who kind of get, like, a laid-back personality ain't really willing to press them buttons.
Yeah.
They kind of get left behind sometimes, too. So, not saying that happened to you because you had that song that just popped out with, is it Juice Fruit?
Juicy Fruit, yeah.
It's some more, so can you kind of tell, like, how that came about?
Shout out to Tay Keith, Tay Keith on the beat, and shout out to Juicy Fruit. Like, you know, the female guy that's doing what they're doing right now. I think she in a position, too. But that song came about, I had got the beat from Tay Keith from some years back, and I had it for a while. And then I just, at the crib one day, smoking, doing what I do. And I thought about, after I dropped it, I thought about Juicy. And I sent her the record. And then Atlantic, they actually came back and bought the record from me.
So, because when I be saying that, it be coming off like it's her song, but it's
actually it's my song. And they end up coming back and they bought the record from me, though. Okay. I sold them the record.
Okay, so when I'm in these different groups, like on the internet, like Clubhouse now, but Instagram and Twitter, like when I bring up your name, because you're starting to use us as your distribution partner, Connect Music. When I bring up your name, they bring up like, damn, he just had that twerk song. And I try to tell them, like, that song was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, like 3 years ago. They just getting on it.
And they just getting on it. So that just show you, like, music never dies. And we in a lane now where a lot of people are going viral off of twerk songs. Like the Erica Banks girl, of course, Megan Thee Stallion. A lot of these people, they fitting in the pocket with these twerk songs, and I know that's not really your lane. Like just having all twerk songs, you have a lot of different type of music. So can you kind of tell me like why you put like a lot of textures and a lot of different songs out?
That's another reason why I sold them the twerk song too, because you know what I'm saying. Like me trying to come back out and do what I do. They was trying to turn me to a little Uncle Luke or something.
Yeah,
you know
you didn't want to be boxed in.
Yeah, I didn't want to be boxed in like that. And that's another reason, like before, if you go back and listen to my mixtapes, I was doing like albums. My mixtapes was albums. Like I didn't know how to put together a mixtape. I was doing albums. I always had my tape structured in the form of an album, and so that's why you still hear it to this day.
But I think like how you was structuring stuff back then, because I didn't know what you were doing, but like going back and listening to those mixtapes, they were structured like albums, and I know a lot of Gotti stuff was structured like albums as well, and a lot of Gotti hits that never actually came out on Apple and stuff, they could have been hits on the radio, but they were on mixtapes. So like I can kind of attest to that. But how do you feel like the game has changed as far as like mixtapes and albums now? Because I see a lot of artists that are going more towards albums now rather than mixtapes because they want to monetize what they're doing.
Yeah, like they're trying to monetize, and then it's so easy because they're cutting the middleman now. Like I can go straight from my living room to Apple to the stores. You know what I'm saying? Like with no middleman, and so.
Yeah, so that makes sense. So this is my last question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because I know you've been doing this for a long time. Then me and Evie King had the conversation like this music industry, it changed every 2 to 5 years anyway because of social media. It'd be more apps out. Where do you see yourself in 5 years based off of the environment that we're in now?
This environment with my boy DJ J Woods and Connect Music Group, you know what I'm saying? I think in 5 years, I'm kicking my feet up. I got a little boy that's doing beats, that's in the music, and like you said, managing artists. I told this real in my near future. So you know what I'm saying? I plan on kicking my feet up in this 5 years and being a mogul or something up in this music.
Yeah, and I think like a lot of artists focus on like label deals and trying to get some quick money. I do believe that once labels start hearing what you get, Zed, that they're gonna start pulling out their pocketbook. But that situation might not make sense for you because you know they play around with the numbers. You know, they try to do like 80-20, so they're going to try to give you 20. So I just want you to be able to feel like you, like coming into like even with a distribution partner like Connect Music, I want you to be able to feel like we ain't in your pockets like a label
sure.
would be. Then we're gonna work on helping you get placements and setting you up like you are the label, so you can bring up other artists up under you. So I think that would make more sense. You can look at what NLE Chopper did. He didn't do a label deal. He did a distribution deal.
Yeah.
Now, he did it with United Masters, but the reason why I think United Masters did the deal is because they wanted to make him an example.
Yeah.
So, and technically, he kind of paid himself after the deal because he was already demanding enough streaming numbers to pay $11 million. So, this is what I want you to do. I want you to grow your numbers because you already got fans.
For sure.
Like I tell people all the time, you're my biggest artist that I ever bought and connect so far. And I want this to be a staple of the South. Like my CEO, he's real big on making sure that we have business going on in Memphis. And since we're a Memphis-based all-black company, for me to come and get you, and you already got the sound and the fan base, all thing we have to do is push that button to take you to the next level.
For sure.
So I support you for doing the interview. I support Evie King for filming it for us.
Sure.
Snap the Truth for putting it together. The whole 901 B Cartel, Bell, Red, all of y'all boys, Buck Nasty, all of y'all, because I feel like we got like a good team going right now. Then
Sure.
this reminded me of like Trap House Studios, how we kind of
Yes,
come and trapping this joint out. Then we finna bring a whole lot of superstars out of this motherfucker.
Yes,
like, and I feel like you gonna be one of the ones like that's gonna be the staple coming out
Sure.
this bitch.
For
You see
sure.
what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
So I just wanted to salute you, bro.
And speaking of the trap house, man, rest in peace, Soup and my homeboy G-Bo, man. You know what's going on, man.
That's real. Hey, what we say, landlord back in this bitch.
Yes, sir. Landlord back in this bitch. You feel me?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Whole lot of movie shit going on.